What's up, everybody? This is Zen. March 17th, Sunday, 6:30, around dusk. Wanted to transplant my new avocado, Haas avocado tree. Doing it at dusk so the tree can get accustomed to its new spot over the night, not be stressed out by the day, which today was finally gotten the highs. Had a unusual high of 80. We'll be back in the upper 60s, lower 70s next week. So didn't want to stress the tree out, transplanting it during a unseasonably hot day. So we're going to do it now. Decided to sacrifice what brand new would be a $10 container because, shout out to Greg Alder, by the way. I'll put a link down. He's got the best website with the best information on growing avocados in Southern California. But according to him, the avocado root system is extremely sensitive, so I didn't want to try tugging this container off or pulling the avocado tree out by the base of its trunk. I'm a little freaked out that I should have used a box cutter. I got out a utility knife and sliced down the side. Ended up slicing into this root system here. Hopefully I didn't do anything too damaging. But the way he speaks about lowering it into the hole gently, you don't want to accidentally drop it or slam it down. So according to him, the roots are extremely sensitive. So I want to do my best to pot this carefully. So we're going to get the rest of this container off. Then we're going to situate my tree. And I'll shoot a video about what I'm doing as far as planting it. And the spots I've chosen. There's another spot for my mango tree. Had to make a decision between the mango and the avocado, which is going to go where. But I'll do another video, or I'll add on to this one explaining my decision and how I prepared the planting site. So here we go, my Haas avocado tree going in today. Wow, this tree is extremely floppy. I removed the gardener's tape, or whatever that green tape that they tied the avocado to the stake, because this is what I was afraid of, the stake moving or coming loose and having the avocado tied to it. Some major accident waiting to happen. Don't want to break my tree, snap my tree. So I wanted to remove the stake, but this tree can't even stand on its own. It would literally double over, bend over, snap, break, something. So I'm staking in something smaller. I'm going to get two of these branches in here, stabilize the trunk, and then slowly lift this whole mass into the hole, prepared halfway because I'm going to have this tree raised in this raised bed that I put together. So wish me luck. Here we go. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. Didn't help that the container, the soil in the container still had last week's rainstorms worth of water in it, so this thing was damn heavy to pick up and try to ease into the hole. But I've got it at the level that I want. Completely level with the top of this planter box because I know it's going to settle. Eventually, if it settles even halfway, I'll be happy. I'll still be able to maintain a nice surface area of well-irrigated soil. But yeah, this is the reason you want to do this at dusk, because after popping this bitch in here, I had to take a breather. Had to load up on some more Dr. Pepper. Look at these roots. I'm going to trickle some rainwater on the edges of this, get the roots a little more moist so I can ease them out. Then I'm going to sprinkle mycorrhiza all over the sides of this. And then start backfilling. And yeah, we'll get this done. The tree could take a much needed rest from all the stress overnight. Grow into this new planter box, its new home, and be ready for the next day. Show you the results when I finish backfilling. Just want to show you quickly how I'm teasing the roots out. Got this idea from a bonsai video where they were cleaning the delicate roots of a bonsai tree with chopsticks. So I grabbed this whatever hibachi steak, you know what these things are, and I'm just basically poking it into the soil and gently teasing the roots out so they're not wrapped around. So these roots are positioned to fill out this planter box and not wrap around in a circle continually. Anyways, back when I'm finished. So here we are, finished product. My Haas avocado tree planted in a planter box. Wanted to speak a little bit about the soil and the planting conditions. I basically had two spots that I wanted to put two trees in. This one center spot and this one spot over here. This spot had poor drainage. Did a water test. Water drained in about 12-15 hours. So I was digging out bunches of clay. So this is a big clay pit. Over here was free draining. Water drained in less than 2 hours. Ideally, you want your water to drain within 5 hours if you're going to plant an avocado. Problem is, I was reading up on planting avocados, transplanting them, preparing them to be put in the ground. A lot of old misinformation. Even my nursery, when I bought trees and told them I had clay soil, they had me buy bags of clay breakers, soil amendments, a lot of organic stuff. So I ended up digging these holes, backfilling with native half-half mix of native soil and the soil amendments. The problem is, I found out later that with avocados, if you actually dig a hole into the clay, fill it with good organic, well draining soil, that's the wrong thing you want to do, because what ends up happening is it creates a clay pit. It creates a clay pit where all the water retains and it will drown your trees. So what I ended up doing was I dug up all of the half-half mix and I refilled the hole with as much native soil as possible, and I let it settle. Waited for about a month before I got this tree, and then I put the tree in and then backfilled this planter box with the half native, half soil amendment mix. It's okay if you have a raised bed with a lot of organic free draining soil in it, because the water is just going to run out. So that's what I had to do. I wasn't sure whether I should try risking the avocado in this section or putting the mango tree in this section, because I know mangoes have a deeper root system And this was free draining, and I figured maybe the avocado would survive in a planter box above the clay pit. But then I realized I just didn't want to take the chance. So this avocado tree is now in a raised bed above a decent spot with good free draining soil. So this has the best chance of surviving in this spot. I'm going to worry about my mango tree when it comes down to it. I might make another raised bed. I'm not going to be putting this avocado tree in for at least another year anyways. If you take a look at my growing mango trees in Southern California video, talk about this tree, how I have to grow it out. It's got anthracnose. It doesn't have a really full canopy yet. I've got it situated here where it's getting plenty of shade from the afternoon sun, but getting lots of morning sun. Right now I've got this tree staked. Leslie, it's extremely floppy. It won't stand on its own. Eventually I'll stake it properly. I'll get the second stake here, and I'll have it tied to the tree in two directions. That way the tree will be able to kind of sway in the wind and get a little more strength to it. Right now I've got it supported by this stick here, which is actually helping to prop up this branch. I'm hoping these branches will fill out. That's why I've got it exposed to this side. It's going to get plenty of morning sun, full sun up till noon. And then the afternoon sun will be hitting the more grown out sections. This section that has a fuller canopy, more leaves. I'm not sure whether I should prune off these flowers or just let them grow and develop into avocados. I know with other fruit trees, the first couple years you don't want them to bear fruit. You don't want them to flower. You basically want to remove the flowers so that the root system can develop more fully. But we'll see. Maybe some of you experts can chime in. Anyways, this is Zen. This is my second avocado tree. Let's hope this one survives.